Hi guys, it's Losi from Losi and welcome to All Things Events, where you learn all the tips and tricks on how to be in an events industry. Welcome to another video. This video is all about things I wish I knew when I started my business. Before we get into today's video, I would like you to go into the subscribe button and start subscribing to my channel so that you can see more tips and tricks on how to be in an events industry. So today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 things I wish I knew when I started my business. First one is the importance of cash flow. Now guys, I run a small business and not having a consistent cash flow is a bit of a problem, as I have noticed when I started my business in the beginning, I basically had troubles paying my team on time and basically making sure that my bills are paid on time, because I was working a lot with companies and PR clients that used to pay in 30 days time, and sometimes I have to wait 15 days and so forth. And because I had a team that I was paying weekly when I started, I basically had a problem. And now that I've been in business for almost 4 years, I understand how difficult it is to run events or run a business without a cash flow, and I've been trying to sort that out, and I'm still sorting it out. And I basically make sure that my team don't have to wait the 30 days or the 60 days depending on the type of client that I'm dealing with. So what I do, I make sure that I pay them with obviously the cash flow that I try and accumulate for the business. Second tip is you do not stop selling yourself. Now, you might think that first year, second year, and third year in business, you will still do the whole run around, introduction, and meetings, making sure that you consistently selling yourself to clients and potential clients, and make sure that people know exactly what you do, the person behind the brand, and so forth. But after 5 years, you then kind of think that the people know about me, they know about my website, they see my business or my work on different social platforms and so forth. However, you do get to those clients that still want a meeting, an introduction, basically a brief of what you do, who you are, where you're based, what type of services that you do, what you can do for them, how should they hire you, and why should they basically choose you over the person that they've been working with. So I honestly thought at this time, or by this time, people that come to me to hire my team, they basically know about my business, they know how I do things. I shouldn't be questioned about small things. However, I still have clients that want me to basically meet up with them, to give them a little bit of an introduction, to see the person behind the brand. And some even went to an extent where they asked me about why did I decide to start the business and so forth. So I definitely don't think you will stop selling yourself. It doesn't matter how long you've been in the industry or in the business, you will consistently have to sell yourself, especially to clients that request that introduction and briefing. So you shouldn't take it lightly. You should definitely take it as, one of those things that, they probably want a surety, or they want, maybe more about the business than just, seeing it on a digital platform. And the third one is the social media impact. Actually, technology itself, guys, I know it's very, very tricky, because you might think you have a product or you have a service that is great, and people, if they tried you or if they tried your products, they're definitely going to come back to you. But if you are not on social media, if you are not on any digital platforms to market your business, to basically sell your services and improve your company, chances are you're not going to be as big as you might have been if you are using digital marketing and also social media, especially Instagram, guys. I am very big on Facebook. I advertise my business on Facebook all the time. However, I did not take Instagram as serious as I was supposed to be. And now I feel like a lot of people are on Instagram more than they are on Facebook and other platforms. So it's another social media that I think I should definitely take advantage of. I should definitely, excel in how I market or how I position my business, and also me as a coordinator on Instagram. So that's definitely something that you should look at, social media and just the digital space. If you are not on a digital space after watching this YouTube video, please go and start plugging yourself and your business on all social media platforms. The fourth one is planning ahead. Guys, you know what? I think sometimes I confuse words. Preparing ahead and planning ahead are two different things, because I'm a person that prepares ahead. I will prepare, making sure that if a client had to call me now to take me to Durban or to take me to Venda or Polokwane and so forth, I basically prepare all my things. I prepare if I have to hire someone to take over my spot, if I have an event or if I have a meeting and so forth. I'm a person that prepares shooting for my channel. I'm making sure I'm up in the morning for my morning runs, or I'm up in the morning having to do some of the admin work that I still need to do and so forth. However, I have not been planning ahead. For instance, now that we are on lockdown, now that we can't host events, big events that we would like to, I have not planned ahead in terms of what I'm gonna do if I don't get bookings, because I always get bookings. But I did not plan in terms of if a client doesn't call me or if I don't get bookings and so forth. So I think that's something that I should also start doing. Actually, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to start doing that, because it's something that I think everyone should start doing. You should start planning for not even like your 5-year plan. You should basically have your month-to-month plan and week-to-week plan and basically your day-to-day plan, so that you have a bit of a control of what happens to your life than just depending on what actually happens to the world or to your industry or to basically your surroundings. And the last tip that I'm going to share with you, the 5th tip, is not every client is your client. Not every client is your client. I know it might sound like, what do you mean not every client is your client? Guys, sometimes I think we do act out of desperation and we take clients that we're not supposed to take. We see the bad flags that clients are giving us before we actually work with them. But because we give them a benefit of a doubt, or we just like, maybe they don't know how to communicate, or they don't know how to basically chat to people and so forth, and you work for them. And sometimes you find yourself in situations where you might damage your brand, or you might just ruin your business, because one, it might be clients that firstly, they have a terrible way of communicating, and it will lead to conflicts. And sometimes people will think that you are being disrespectful, or you are being, some type of way towards this person, but it was mainly the way that this person was communicating with you. Secondly, it might be clients that are very bad with managing any type of event. All things are late, things are not arriving on time, things are just dirty, they're all over the place, there's no coordination, there's no unity, there's different types of people that are working, no one has the briefing, no one knows exactly what they're supposed to do, no one has a position. It's just a bad mess. Clients that don't pay you on time, they basically come up with all sorts of problems and tell you sort of a lot of things that have nothing to do with you after you have rendered a service or after you have sold yourself to them. They now don't pay you because of whatever things that they're going through. And sometimes I do feel like these clients are the clients that have worked with other people in the beginning, but because of them not being good in business and not being ethical, most people actually don't even work for them anymore. Most people, they don't even show up at their events anymore. So then they come to you, and maybe because you're a newbie or you're a newcomer in the industry and you basically want to work with them, but sometimes you're just making your business struggle, or you're just damaging your brand. You're just damaging your brand because these are the type of clients that are there not to grow your business, but to basically just strain you and take you out of a business. I did not know this, but I came to a realization that, you know what, as much as I am up for a good fight, as much as I am up for challenges, and I'm up, to deal with difficult clients and clients that speak different languages and so forth. But sometimes I do feel like if you do not have, communication, good business ethics, and basically a way of communicating with your suppliers or your partners and so forth, it's gonna come to a point where I do not have to work for certain people, or I do not have to take businesses with other clients, because I feel like this is not only gonna damage me as a person, but it's definitely going to affect my brand. So those are the 5 things that I wanted to share with you today, so that you can go back and think about some of the things that you wish you knew when you started your business. And also, if you do like this content, please give it a thumbs up, share this video, and comment on the comment section down below. Let me know which one stood out the most. And yes, that is it for today. Please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I will see you on my next upload.